Hello cardboard lovers, it's CardboardBadger here. I hope you're doing well, and today we have for you another financial breakdown video from the up and coming Winter Superdrop Secret Lairs. Today we are going to be looking at the arcade races, and this is going to be available on Monday the 10th of February. This is a 5-card set, all themed around 80s arcade games, and there hasn't been any kind of artwork like this before. These are very unique indeed. As per normal, we will look at the fantastic new artwork for this particular secret lair before we then see whether or not we can buy the functionally identical cards from a previous set in Magic the Gathering's history to see whether or not we are getting some value or we are paying over the odds for some fancy reprints. These two secret lairs are going for the non-foils, $29.99 as per usual, and apparently we have rainbow foil at $39.99. And all prices for this particular video, as per normal, are from TCG Player and are correct as of the filming of this video. So let's have a look at this new artwork. We are going to begin with Big Score. For 4 mana, 3 and a red, we have an instant with, as an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card, and then draw 2 cards and create 2 treasure tokens. We also have Final Fortune for 2 mana, red, red. We have an instant with take an extra turn after this one. At the beginning of that turn's end step, you lose the game. We also have Heat Shimmer for 3 mana, 2 and a red. We have a sorcery. Create a token that's a copy of target creature except it has haste, and at the beginning of the end step, exile this permanent. Next we have Roiling Vortex for 2 mana, 1 and a red. We have an enchantment with, at the beginning of each player's upkeep, Roiling Vortex deals 1 damage to them, and whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast that spell, Roiling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. And for 1 red mana, your opponents can't gain life this turn. And the final card, we have Wheel of Misfortune. For 3 mana, 2 and a red, we have a sorcery with each player secretly chooses a number, 0 or greater. Then all players reveal those numbers simultaneously and determine the highest and lowest numbers revealed this way. Wheel of Misfortune deals damage equal to the highest number to each player who chose that number, and each player who didn't choose the lowest number discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. So that is the new artwork, the arcade races. I quite like the fact that we've got little steering wheels and everything on the front of each of the arcade machines. And if you're a certain age, all of this does mean something to you and could be quite nostalgic. Now the question is, are these cards or this set even actually worth your money? We've got the target price for the non-foils of $29.99, and we shall begin with the Big Score. You can get this from Bloomborough Commander, which is currently going for 85 cents. Final Fortune, you can get a Mystery Booster 2 copy of this, which is currently going for $11.06. And Heat Shimmer, you can get this from Double Masters at $5.24. Roiling Vortex, you can get this from Zendikar Rising, currently going for $2.21. And finally, Wheel of Misfortune from Commander Legends, which is going for $5.05, giving you a grand total for these 5 cards in their cheapest non-foil form of $24.41. We will now repeat the process with the foil versions. We've got the target of $39.99, and we will start with Big Score. You can get this from Streets of New Capenna, which is currently going for $2.90. Final Fortune, you can get a copy of this. Mystery Booster 2, this is the cheapest way of getting a foil, and this is going to cost you $192.43. Next, we've got Heat Shimmer. You can get this in foil. Double Masters, currently going for $11.58. And Roiling Vortex from Zendikar Rising at $2.76. And finally, Wheel of Misfortune, again from Commander Legends, and that is currently going for $4.62, giving you a grand total of these 5 cards in their cheapest foil form of $214.29. So there we have it. That is the entire financial breakdown for the Arcade Racer's Secret Lair, part of the Winter Superdrop 2025, which is going to be available to purchase in just a few days' time. The question is this worth your hard-earned cash? If you're going to buy one or the other, it would make more sense to get the foil versions. But do you want 80s arcade machines in with your beautifully themed Magic the Gathering deck? It's entirely up to you. I personally wouldn't have them, but I do like the detail and everything that they've put into making these look like what they're supposed to. So, all I'd like to say is, if this has helped you in any way, shape or form to decide whether you want this or any of the other Secret Lairs coming out shortly, then please like, share, subscribe, do all the usual business. It will help out the channel hugely. Thank you in advance. And other than that, all I'd like to say is, thanks for watching, people, and we'll see you again soon here on CardboardBadger.